Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. So here comes Saul Alvarez. He's only 20 years old, but look at all of the experience. He weighed in at 151 pounds even. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 188.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
So here comes Roy Jones Jr., one of the great...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated at 36 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 25 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the young, undefeated world contender, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Just missed with that hook. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
A perfect counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Unlucky to miss with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Good man. You stay focused? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything. Dude, come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back. We're getting you out. Good work. Keep going. Now, don't want to load. The fight's not over yet. You got to get out there and win this round, kid. Take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already. Just starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Well, let's get the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about your defense at the end of all of that.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. Missed him with that uppercut. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missed with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Throws the jab, but does not score. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Bring around now, relax. You're thinking, don't do anything. Go back and win the round, right? You get the jab, no, you carry away. Great defense at the end of all the work all the way through Kane. Get this boxing back together. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That right hook won't score. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
So far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much firepower here. That hook won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Lucky that hook didn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You'll wait. Set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go. Easy. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab. Breathe back in or anything. Don't give him no free shots. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let it. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back. Just keep doing what you do. Gaps will appear.
The referee calling for seconds out. There's the bell to start round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Both men step back for just a moment. They exchange punches. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't land the jab there. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I like that round. Good work. I don't want to go and start gathering your pace and win the round back. Take the weight him up and take him out. But he's ready to go. He's gone already. Mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the draw, get back out there and win the round. You getting soft on me? Go for your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab. You know, he'll carry right everything in the bag. And now you're going to let him back into it. Gotta do it. Good work. Good man. You stay focused. Go on. Don't let him back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just block. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you're getting your time in already.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
One round that you've lost. Do not worry. Good work. Keep going. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it. Good.
Let's start the 6th. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Insane action. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is up. Oh, my word. Down goes RJJ. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Look at his corner, look at the instruction.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
I need jab. You get your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's just start working on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back. You go again. But he's ready to go. He's gone already. Just hold around that. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. Fight it out. Go out there and finish it. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you'll be. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Body shots in there, varied up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
It was a bad thing. Don't give him no free shots. You're smart. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't looking.
Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. The straight right just misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knock.
I gotta stop you here. going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
A big whiff with the right hook. Is he going to punch himself out? Oh. So it's onward and upward.